If you're a federal employee and you're thinking about retiring and you're not sure how unused sick leave gets added to your pension or if it makes you eligible for retirement, then make sure you watch this video because we're going to help clarify that. So there is a misconception when it comes to unused sick leave that it might make you eligible for meeting those retirement dates. And the simple answer is that's just not true. That unused sick leave does not make you eligible for the normal retirement rules under FERS, or if you're a discontinued service or special provisions, you've got different rules. They're not going to make you eligible to meet those retirement rules and thresholds. So what are those rules? Well, under normal FERS rules, that's retiring with your MRA with at least 30 years of service. That would be retiring at age 60 with at least 20 years of service, or age 62 with 5 years of credible service. Or if you're special provisions, or if you're discontinued service, it would be retiring with being over 50 with at least 20 years of service, or any age and 25 years of credible service. So these are the rules for you to be able to retire with the immediate retirement eligibility rules under FERS with no reduction to what your pension would be. So one of the things that happens with your unused sick leave prior to a law that was passed a little over a decade ago was that federal employees before their retirement would burn through all of their sick leave, right? We called this the FERS flu. So they would burn up all their sick leave. They'd be sick for a year and burn it all up, not go to work. And then miraculously, they were healed right as they were about to retire. And then they would go on to retire and have their pension that got collected. Well, Congress did change this law a little over a decade ago to where unused sick leave actually gets converted to months and days, possibly even longer, that would get added to your credible service under FERS. And how that's done is using this FERS sick leave conversion chart, right? So it breaks it down depending on how many hours of unused sick leave that you have, how many months that would be worth, and then how many corresponding days that would be worth as well. So let's just use a simple example. Let's say you had 1,000 hours of unused sick leave. So we'd need to find where that would be. That would fall under 5 months. So we'd scroll down, and that's somewhere between 22 and 23 days, 5 months and 22 or 23 days. In this scenario, you'd actually round up to the next day. So you would get 23 days and 5 months, and you would use the 1,003 hours. So using an example, let's say now we know we have 5 months and 23 days of unused sick leave. And let's say someone, Bob in this case, is retiring and he's got 19 years of credible service. Well, let's be more specific. Let's say he's got 19 years, 6 months, and 20 days of credible service. Well, the unused sick leave time would then get added to his credible service that he was working while a federal employee. So we would add this up. It would be, 43 days, but every 30 days is a month under FERS. So it would be 13 days, carry the 1, 6 plus the other 6 would be another year. So 0 months. And then carry the 1 again. So 20 years and 13 days of credible service in the example I used with 1,000 hours of unused sick leave. Okay, so now we've got 20 years and 13 days. Then we can formulate what the pension would be, and we can calculate how much that would be. But what I said in the beginning is still true, that it doesn't make you eligible for meeting the retirement thresholds that I mentioned up above. So let's say that Bob wanted to retire at 60, but he only had 19 years and 6 months of just normal time spent while working under the federal government. His unused sick leave does not make him eligible, even though he's got 20 years when we add up that unused sick leave to his normal years working under FERS. So he would have to work another, 5 months and 10 days so that he would be 20. He'd get his 20 years so that he can retire at 60. Otherwise, in this case, the unused sick leave in this case would not make him eligible for retirement at this time. You would have to be meeting that goal with the normal time that you spent working in FERS. The unused sick leave just gets added on top of that to make that pension bigger, right? To make that dollar amount that you would receive every month larger. So hopefully this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions related to this in the comments below. And of course, until next time, happy planning.